according to my own statistics, only a small percent of people who watch my videos are actually in my guild. So if you want to join the guild or add me as a friend, they're in the description below. Also, actually, please subscribe as well. Thank you. Hello people, and welcome back to News Review. This week there will be a new collector's deck, which once again will be of characters that correspond to past collab characters. So if you didn't get the past collab characters, this is like one way that you can get the same skills, I guess. So on the left here, on the left hand side, we have the new characters from the collector's deck, and on the right hand side we have the original collab characters. So going through them one by one. Well, first off, let's just talk about this once again. There will be 5 characters, as you can see, and then there's also like a ton of a good amount of materials, and then in total there are 15, which I think is smaller than the previous collector's decks. So that's pretty good, because 15 times 5 means 15 times 5 means 75. Sorry. So 75 diamonds for like 5 characters, basically, is what you can think of this as. So first off, we have Himiko, who is actually a carbon copy of Giyu, basically. Copies the leader skill, copies the team skill, like everything, basically. As well as the active skill, of course. I think this might be new, the damage dealt to demon enemies. And the only thing that doesn't copies is the additional attack towards demon enemies that's built into here, I think, in the active skill. But yeah, if you didn't get Giyu, this is, a pretty good card, because it's just damage received will be lower to 0, like ignoring the boss skills. Very good. Next up is Arya, Fire God. Corresponds to Ultraman Taro in the Ultraman collab. This is an okay card, I guess. It converts the right hand side of the board into a fixed, fixed 5 attributes, and if there are 3 or more gods, then they also become god runestones. So this is an okay card, nothing special. Next is Virginia. Corresponds to Sigma from the Mega Man collab. Basically the same thing, except the character's damage will be that regardless of defense. This is the only thing that is different. If you did not get Sigma, this is a really, really good Machina card and Earth card, really. So I highly recommend you get it if you don't have Sigma. Next up is Arya, dual skills. Corresponds to Sensui from God, I don't even remember what that collab was. It was collab a very long time ago, and the reason why I guess they decided to bring him back is because he's actually the only light human character that has a stat clear. So Arya has brought that over in the second active. The first active is brought over from the pre-transformed first active, and the second skill is basically Sensui's transform but better. So the first skill is extra attacks, which is a fairly sizable attack boost if you combine it with the Dragonwear, which I'll talk about a little bit later. And the second skill is just effect clear plus damage reduction. So the max is 100%, so this is actually a pretty good card. Like, I would say that Arya is maybe an improved version of Sensui. Sensui, of course, retains the transformation, and then also the 2 active skills after you transforms. But those Arya's brought over the essential part, which is stat clear, which I'm just very happy about. I think I will probably end up trying this, just because I don't have Sensui, and light human is an established archetype, and sometimes you just need Sensui. Although I also understand if you don't pull, if you are missing 1 card from this, like me, I'm just missing Sensui, because that was a long time ago. That I didn't, I couldn't beat his Nightmare stage, I think, back then. Yeah, I think that was when I only had Hideyoshi or something. Good times. But yeah, I think, like, you know, it's debatable. Like, it depends how many diamonds you have and how many cards you have to justify paying like 75 diamonds for one card, right? Especially if it's not a top tier card, but just a utility card. Last and kind of not least is a Nocturne Dark Elf CD6. Explodes the board without a certain type of runestone, corresponding to Scar from the Full Metal Alchemist collab. This is not bad. I don't think... Well, Elf obviously has the Nice, the arena card that does kind of the same thing. But this is, you know, kind of special, right? Because this race change makes it a unique card in its own right. So, it's not a... I mean, it's not a bad skill. Of course not a bad skill. That's why they decided to, you know, bring it into, like, the original characters as well, right? So, yeah. There's also exclusive Dragonwear for this series specifically in the collector's deck. They're okay. I mean, the Dragonwear skills, Runestone timer 1 second, that's fine. Skill CD -2, that's pretty good. And then upon activation of the active, the character's attack increases 1.5 additionally. That's like pretty much gonna be especially good for only Arya, because I think she's the only character that does give herself specifically an attack boost. Moving right along to wait. Oh yeah, it's here. The challenge stage. There's a new challenge stage card of Avid Fan Trio Fire Human dual skills. Either turn Light Heart Dark into Water Fire Earth, or Water Fire Earth into Light Dark Heart. Sorry, I messed up the order in the first one. And if all runestones are dissolved, the character's skill CD -3, and they enter a hyperstate for 3 rounds. Get one. Like, this is not a totally useless skill, but a simple conversion skill isn't really that good nowadays. Next is the Battle Pass card. Madeline, a new Paladin Queen of Water, who is light human for some reason. CD 8. Damage received -20, and upon receiving damage from the enemy's attack, damage reducing effect increases by 10% to the max to a 40% damage reduction. This stays in play until deactivation or defeated. It can be deactivated any time, and then when you deactivate it, you enchant the board, and then you put human runestones on the entire board. This is actually pretty good, because this is one of the few light cards that have a damage reduction status effect. One is actually Sensui, who I talked about before. His second skill after transforming has a 20% damage reduction in the wave, so not like a true status effect. Next is Darkness from the Konosuba collab. This is actually, like, in its own way, a better version of Darkness, which I'm honestly, you know, kind of glad about, because I never got Darkness, and there was a while where everyone was using Darkness because damage reduction was just so ubiquitous. But this is actually better because Darkness starts from a base of 15 and then can only get to a max of 35, while this starts from a base of 20 and gets up to a max of 40%. The difference between them, I guess, would be that Darkness also prohibits heart runestones from dropping, and then when you deactivate her, she converts some runestones into heart. So that would be the difference between them. Next is this. I don't remember where this card comes from, but this is a beast card that has a 40% damage reduction. That is maintained by dissolving God runestones. It was used in Apollo for a while, but yeah, this is pretty much the second, like, you can think of it as Darkness's successor, basically. Just a really good card in general, and I'm very glad that they're giving that to us, basically for free. Next up is, the exclusive Dragonwear. This Dragonwear is light human exclusive. That'll be pretty good. I mean, 1.5 times by dissolving water and light in the same round. That's pretty good. Nothing like groundbreaking, but not bad. And then another challenge stage, Julie, Water Demon, CD6, ignore sticky and burning, refresh your shield, and then when the leader is a demon, modify the columns below demons to become demon runestones, and then turn the bottom runestone and that comes under water demons into water runestones. This last one is a bit weird. I mean, like, you may end up destroying the board. This is the only like bad thing in my opinion. If you play like Azazel, that's the water demon that recently got SR. I'm pretty sure that's his name. This will be a good card. In terms of demon cards have a couple that can ignore burning, and like a few that can ignore sticky. But I think in terms of, it's more important to look at water, because there are a few cards that can do them both, even like as demon or water. This card, 841 from Monster Strike, can ignore burning. Tangbi obviously ignores sticky in both his forms. This card ignores burning. This card ignores sticky. This card ignores burning. Todoroki ignores burning. And then Gintoki also reduces burning to 1. So there's like 2 cards in water that ignore sticky. This is the third. And just like having all these abilities in one will be very helpful, I think. Next up is Theo. I will go back to the tier list just to briefly say that like Theo is trash. He's basically going to be used for bonding skills for Dracula and Hoffe, who are characters that are yet to be revealed. I don't know why you would introduce this like this early, I guess. But his main use, I guess, is to like explode weather runestones, which, I mean, normally when you explode the whole board, it can do that anyway. And ignore sticky. Except there was a bi-weekly card. This is a bi-weekly card, by the way. A bi-weekly card. I think there's a bi-weekly card, right? Doesn't even say it's a bi-weekly. I'm pretty sure there's a bi-weekly card. There's a bi-weekly card that comes before this card. I forget the name of this, but it's just better. This card can ignore burning and sticky, so Theo is officially outclassed. And then onto the celebration events. There's only a couple things that are special. One is the new event for the new series. So you get the Dragonwear by doing certain things. Of course, Diamond Seal. And then 2 returning ultimate stages. One is Kasuga Sen, who is okay, but has like, on paper it seems okay, but hasn't had no actual use. Indra, who is like a bad Luna, so also has like not gotten really any use. And then also this challenge event, which for Julia. And then, oh yeah, the daily episodes of the old era of novels new jackpots for Javanor, Cunis, Nocturne, and Ron. That is that, I think. Yep, that's it for this week's news view. If you liked, please leave a like. If you have any questions, leave in the comments down below. And if you liked in general, please subscribe. I'm very grateful to everyone who subscribed. I'm trying to grow the subscribers numbers, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!